everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to give you some tips on how to survive in Norway. Before we start the video, I just wanted to talk with you guys very quickly about this project I am involved in. The project is basically an online course for those of you who are interested in moving to Norway or are thinking about it and need help. And the online course is supposed to guide you through the moving process. So it will help you with all the different things you need to know before you move, while you are moving, and after. It's divided in chapters, for example, the documents you will need to arrange, job opportunities, education opportunities, all about taxes and housing and all of this. And the course is also based on videos, so each chapter will have a video explaining all of these things, and you guys will be able to ask questions and to talk with more people that are in the same situation as you are. So if you are interested in this course, and I know many of you probably are because I received so many emails and messages asking me about Norway and how I did to come here. So if you are interested, just click this link and it will take you to the main page, or click the link in the description box below, or the link that will be in the end of this video. Okay, so now into our video, and I will give you 10 tips on how to survive Norway. And the first tip I have to give you is about alcohol. So you may or not know that in Norway alcohol is very expensive and it's not always available. For example, at weekends, not all of the places are selling alcohol. After 6 in the afternoon, I think, they stop selling alcohol in the supermarkets. So you have to go to this Vinmonopoly, I think you say it like this, that are these really big stores that only sell alcohol, and you have to buy it there. And it's really expensive in comparison to other places in Europe. So my tip for you guys is either go to Sweden, like rent a car or catch a bus and go to Sweden to buy alcohol, because there it's much cheaper, or bring your favorite alcohol beverages with you in your suitcase in the airplane when you come here. That's, for example, what I do. The second tip is a little bit similar to the first one, and it has to do with the type of food that exists here. Supermarkets don't have a lot of variety of products. There's always the same things, even if there's different supermarkets. And if you want something very specific from your country, you will probably not find it here in Norway. So the tip is, as before with the alcohol, bring your favorite snacks or your favorite food that you know you won't probably find here. Bring them with you in your suitcase, or just go to the more immigrant stores that exist here in Oslo and try to find it there. The third tip is about the way you dress in Norway in the winter. Here in Norway, the trick is to dress by layers, because outside it will be very cold, but inside of every place it will be very warm. You would want to wear layers, so you could take the layers you need to take when you come into a place. The fourth one is for you to learn the language before you come here. You don't need to learn like really well the language, but if you learn little bits and pieces of things that you know you will need, it will help you quite a lot when you arrive. For example, you can learn how to say hello and goodbye, and that's hi and ha det. Also, to introduce yourself, you can say Jeg heter Monica og jeg kommer fra Portugal. Jeg bor i Oslo og jeg en arkitekturstudent. The fifth tip is starting to be interested on subjects that you know Norwegians like. And then you will have enough things that you know that you can speak with a Norwegian person to start a conversation, and that really helps to make friends in Norway. The sixth tip is a very important one. If you are not from any Scandinavian country, you will probably never tasted lakris before. If someone offers you some sweet thing that is black and sometimes it has salt around it, you will think it's sugar, but it's not sugar, it is salt. Do not eat it, or just give a tiny little bite to see if you like it or not, because it will be really strong. So yeah, careful with licorice. The seventh tip, it also has to do with something that you would probably not want to eat, and this is a very traditional Norwegian, I think like Scandinavian fish called Lutefisk. I thought it was just a normal fish, and I bought it and I tried to make it in the oven and I deeply regret it. It's a very transparent, almost like jellyfish. Of course you can always try it, and I would say you should try it, but I'm just warning you. Next tip is learning how to walk on ice. Here in the winter it gets really cold, and sometimes the street is covered by a layer of ice, and you have to walk like you were a penguin. And I'm not joking, this is true. You have to walk like you were a penguin. So just watch some penguin films and try to imitate them while they walk on ice. And the other thing you could do is to buy this spiky things that you put under your shoe to walk, and that way the spikes go onto the ice and you don't slip. The next advice is to learn how to cook proper meals. If in your country your mother cooks for you and then you move and you are alone and you have to cook for yourself, or if you are used to order from the internet or going to restaurants, you will surely have to learn how to cook, because restaurants in Norway are very, very expensive. So, or you have a really good salary and you go every day to a restaurant, or you will just go to a restaurant in special occasions. So learn how to make good food and healthy food that you can cook at home. And finally, the last tip that I have for you guys, it also has to do with winter, and that's because winter here, it's very dark. We don't have that much sun. Well, in Oslo it's not that bad, but there are places in Norway where you basically don't have any sun in winter. People get a little bit more depressed. So my tip for you is to buy loads of candles, so you can have your house full of candles with pretty lights, and that really helps you feel more warm and cozy. Another thing is that since you don't have a lot of light, it gets a little bit more difficult to grow plants. So if you decorate your house with some fake, nice, beautiful plants, I'm sure that that will help you go through winter. So those were my tips for you guys on how to survive Norway. I hope you like this, and I also hope that this didn't offend anyone, especially anyone that is Norwegian. And don't forget to check the online course I talked about, because I think it will really, really help a lot of people if you feel a bit lost in all of this situation of moving to another country. If you register, I'm sure you will see me in some of the videos of the course. If you want to check that out, just click the link here. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye!